Hello subscribers, welcome to a live stream of Wizardry 8. We're playing the vanilla version, Expert Iron Man, and this is all Gadgeteers except one Bishop. So I did quite a bit of grinding offline. I got my characters up, I think 2 levels. I'm still in Arnica. So now it's time to head back to Tiny Base Camp. So what level are we? 14. Bishop's still only level 12. Vi's actually really close to level 14. We do have a repeater attachment now, so we get an extra attack. So some of the party members are going to get 3 attacks now, which is great. Hey there, Blade Fire. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Let's see here. Vi does have the ability to throw. Let's go ahead and stop by Lord Prophet real quick.
It's good.
Okay. I'm gonna buy 1 resurrection powder, I think. See if there's any books I want. Nope, we have all those. Wow, okay, cool.
I hope to see. Farewell.
Alright, let's get some smelling salts distributed too. Okay, that looks good to me. Let's head to Impani Base Camp. You just finished the badminton AGM. All good. It's 11 p.m. where you're at, huh? Nice. I don't know what AGM stands for. Annual general meeting. Talk about finances, real change, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool.
Look, a creature.
So are you involved with, like, making all those decisions for badminton in your area, or how's that work? Brigands, probably level 10? Yeah. These should be a lot easier for us now. Let's see how this goes. Now that we're a lot higher level, I do have summon elemental ability. I have all kinds of options. I do have Sonic Blast.
With
I
pleasure.
picked that up last level, which is, of course, my favorite spell. So I'm kind of excited to be able to use that.
With pleasure.
Alright, let's use a lightning rod.
I'm on it. With pleasure.
Here we go. You got a free pint at least? Yeah, a bit. Only a club level, then club to propose changes at the league level. Wow, okay. Cool. Got one insane. That's good enough for us. Let's do a hypnotic lure
With
right
pleasure.
there.
With pleasure.
All right.
That guy's gonna run. So
With
let's
pleasure.
wait for them to get closer. How far do you reckon you're through the Wizardry 6 conversion? Are you talking about the remaster? That's been done for almost a year, Bladefire. Where I remastered Wizardry 6. Yeah, that was completed about a year ago. You can get it on my Discord channel. I've updated to version 1.3.6 was the latest. So it's been out for quite a while. Okay, here we go. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, these repeaters are going to really make a huge difference. Now we'll get a bunch more shots. Yeah. Hey there, Moody. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Doing okay? All right. All right, let's go back to Sonic Blast.
With pleasure.
Staring at the lure. Bladefire says, as a first Wizardry 6 playthrough, would you recommend the original or the conversion? The conversion, because there's no reason to play the original. It's a lot smoother, a lot more quality of life, and a lot less painful playing the remaster. Got rid of quite a few bugs that were in the original. But of course you need to use the Wizardry 7 engine, so you actually install Wizardry 7. You have, in my Discord channel, you can find instructions, all that kind of stuff. We're finally doing some good damage. Moody said definitely Wizardry 6 Remastered. Yeah, Moody's played it. There really hasn't been too many people that have played it, to be honest. At least that have reported to me that they played it.
With pleasure.
So, it looks like around level 14 is when this party is finally starting to boost well, which I think I made that prediction last time. Either last stream or the stream, I think it was the stream before. I said I don't expect this party to start doing well, well until level 14. That's exactly what they're at now. Oh, I've played this too much. Sanity for the win. Nice. Oh, that was good training. Boom bomb. Let's go ahead and rest here. Okay. Yeah, someone, I think his name's Apollo. I'm not sure the rest of his username. He's been playing it lately. And I think he's definitely Asian. I don't know if he's from Japan, China. I'm not really sure.
Look, something's
He
moving over
can,
there.
sounds like he can read a little bit of English. Obviously, it's not his native language. He's been providing some things as he's been playing. He has found one bug. The rest has not been bugs. It's been just things that he wasn't sure about. But I was able to fix a bug that he did find, which was good. So bug finds are appreciated. I'm talking about the Wizardry 6 remaster.
With pleasure.
Okay, let's see here. Let's get a bless going.
I'm on it.
This might take a little longer.
All right.
With pleasure.
And
I'm on
wait
it.
for them to get a little closer. $14 level 10 brigands. Actually, I end up running out of ammo on some. No, it looks like I'm pretty good. Once we get impaling stones replenished from Impani Base Camp, we really do some serious damage.
There is a smell of these things.
Muchos incontados.
Perfect. Okay, what are we gonna switch to now? Let's summon an elemental.
With pleasure.
It'll be a good distraction.
All right.
With pleasure. Understood.
As opposed to silly damage, Mitty says. Yeah, we're gonna be doing serious damage as opposed to terrible damage. Weak damage. Although their Omniguns sound pretty silly with the sound effect they make. Sound like a cartoon.
The creature crept toward.
Wow, there's 7 more brigands. 21 level 10 brigands.
Muchos incontados.
The water elemental right behind him. Okay. Let's do noxious fumes.
With pleasure.
Got trouble over here.
Come on and join the party and get hit with a noxious fume.
I'm on it.
you do the right one? No, we want to move the bishop over there.
With pleasure.
Hey there, River and Rushnaka. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? It's going great, River. Thanks for asking. Viewer count plus or viewer count plus equals 1? Rushnaka says. Nice. Alright. Let's see. We're gonna flip to Fireball. Oh, actually, let's do Haste. I've increased my speed enough where I may start getting extra swings on top of that. I think I'm overloaded right now, which is why we're only getting 1 attack. These guys are somehow avoiding it. Let's. Oh, I'm cast. Oh, that's because I'm doing haste. Duh. Nah, let's go with Fireball. That guy's still avoiding it. There we go.
With pleasure.
I'm gonna shoot that guy. How are the Gadgeteers holding up? They are doing great now. Once we got to level 14, now they can do some serious damage. Serious damage. You get to level 14, you get a, I think it's 14. Might be 13. You get a repeater attachment on your gun, where you get 1 extra attack. Makes a huge difference. Really, you get an extra swing. Which is kind of better. Water Elemental putting in the work. It's halfway dead though. And now we'll go ahead and do our haste.
With pleasure.
We're getting low on stamina. So we'll probably do rest all next round, but for now, let's use a rocket stick. That doesn't require hardly any stamina.
With pleasure.
Hey, Liquid Mouse Slime, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Thank you so much for resubscribing with Prime. 2 months you've been subscribing. Really appreciate that support. Thank you. How you doing tonight? Hey, Sundog, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Always love summoning elementals in video games. Demons and undead are other used sometimes. More edgy, I guess. Yeah, I agree. Bard's Tale has awesome summons in it. You can summon all kinds of things in that one. Bard's Tale definitely has the best, out of any RPG I've played, the best summons and monsters you can get in your party. Lots of fun. These rocket sticks, as long as I don't fizzle, are going to do massive damage. Just waiting for him. Nice. Oh, we fizzled haste. Is the daughter from Tinzang Dark Savant in your party? Yeah, that's by Domina. She's not the daughter. She's not the daughter, but yes, that is the one that's in Wizardry 7.
With
The by
pleasure.
Domina. She's in Wizardry 8 also. And Bella from Wizardry 6 is in Wizardry 8 as well. You'll also eventually find Janet from Wizardry 7. I'm trying to think of who else is from Wizardry 7 or 6. Nobody else from 6 is in it. Oh, actually, that's not true. Altheides is in it. He's from 6, the very end of 6. He's the android guy. And of course, faction-wise, the Trang and Hani from 7 are in this. Yeah, Dark Savant, of course, movie. From 7. Yep.
With pleasure.
Alright, let's switch back to Noxious Fumes.
With pleasure.
Sundog says summoning elemental princes in Baldur's Gate 2 to fight Arenicus demons was always a fun time for me. Yeah, I haven't played that. I just now started Baldur's Gate 1, the enhanced edition. So I know zero about those games. Streamed that one only twice. Yeah, we're getting 3 shots now, 3 swings. What are they shooting? I guess one ran and we're shooting at him. This one right over here. We are hitting him. That's pretty funny. Alright, we need to get you
With pleasure.
protected. We need to get some stamina back here.
With pleasure.
Let's see. You're unconscious. Vi, you can cast a healing.
I'm on it.
And everybody kill this guy.
Much better.
Here now, that's better.
Nice. Man, that blind attachment's really helping. We have so many guns now. Our chance of blinding is
With
pretty high.
pleasure.
So many shots, I should say. Okay, get stamina back. Let's kill this guy.
I need something to shoot.
Blinded him again. Wow. Getting so much training out of this.
With pleasure.
This guy's gonna run. Unless he stumbles. Alright, what are we gonna do now? Let's do another rest all.
With pleasure.
Gadgeteers are just tearing these guys up. Holy moly, rogue or brigand army. Yeah, we were fighting 21 of them.
Cagliarso. Nobi.
Only 9 left. Mercutio's blade. Bard only. You're out of ammo too? Wow, we went through a lot of ammo.
With pleasure.
Hand me some ammo, guys.
Man, we're going to be able to put so many conditions on the enemies. Once we can shoot arrows and crossbow bolts, which will be at level 16, we're 2 levels away. We'll be able to mix stones, darts, and arrows and bolts. And there's so many different kinds of conditions we could have there. That's going to be crazy.
If you say so.
Alright, everybody's running. We killed one down there, I guess. There's something on the ground. Don't worry about picking that up.
All right.
We'll let them run. You have to go to bed, Liquid Slime? Alright. Well, thanks again for subscribing with Amazon Prime. I really appreciate that support. Past midnight in Austria, huh? Alright, well, have a good night. Okay. 28,000 experience. Nice.
I had a feeling.
Let's see what kind of training we got. Awesome. Yeah, that was fantastic. All right, let's work on dexterity. Let's get her strength up to 100. Keep working on that. Engineering, throwing, modern weapon. Things are mine. Thank you so much for your subscription with Prime. I really appreciate the support. Away with you, ADS. ADS? Oh, ads. It was a capital D on there. I thought it stood for something. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You, let's see. Yeah. Subscribed with Prime. All right. Nice. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see if I have anything I can give these guys while I work my way over there. Let's see. Yeah, we're really low. I guess I can split. I'll give some darts. And You have 38, you have 45. Vi, you can share some of yours. Now, gloves. I don't think everybody has gloves. I actually found something useful here. Let's see. Vi, Domina, you don't have gloves either. You rarely get hit in the hands, but it can happen. So those ones that ran will be over here somewhere. Moody says, tried them on. They fit like a glove. Indeed.
Sì.
Okay, there's the stalkers. I see you over there. Come back for more, huh?
Let's get them, guys.
Psionic Blast.
With pleasure.
I'm on it.
2 rounds should be enough to kill these. Or, not 2, 4. Bless lasts 2 rounds per level, I believe. Is it 3? Yeah, it's 2 rounds per level. Okay, let's do that again.
With pleasure.
Actually, I think I'm gonna do Noxious Fumes.
With pleasure.
It is possible we might knock one out or nauseate it. That guy's running. Give me water! Blast that guy as he tries to run. Let's try a power 5.
With pleasure.
Nice. He exploded. He tried to run. Let's see, what did he drop? Leather helm, alright. Okay, Vulgar, I think your time has come.
With pleasure. Canyanso be a hobby.
Find it, he's gonna run. Unless I can get a lure out here and pull him into the lure. I don't know which takes precedence. I don't know if the lure happens first before the blind check or not. Probably does. This will be an interesting test.
I'm on it.
Well, he ran before I could test it. We'll see what happens next round. See if it pulls them toward it.
Okay.
Powers and fear. Okay. So fear took precedent over that.
With pleasure.
Retreats. So it looks like fear happens before that, unless it's just not proccing.
I'm on it.
Stumbles blindly. That makes sense that that would happen before the lure. So the lure effect might be last then. What do we want to do? Let's try to paralyze him.
With pleasure. Muchos encantados.
It's paralyzed. Poor guy. He's afraid, blinded, paralyzed, and unconscious.
Goodness, I have no ammunition, if you say so.
Some melee training here. Hey, Stretch, welcome. How you doing? Fella gave up. He did. Nice. Good training. Okay.
See.
Let's use a mana stone in case I run into something.
Pleasure.
Which, yeah, we got some seekers. Greater? Ooh. You see, they are coming toward me. I don't think... Okay. I want to bring them toward me and then zap them with Sonic Blast. That's the plan. We're going to try for a really high power
With
level.
pleasure.
This lot will be
With
child's
pleasure.
play.
Try it again.
Muchos
There we go. Boom.
encantados.
That hurt them. Plus we have one insane for like 7 rounds. Throw a lure out here. Let's do it right there.
With pleasure.
I'm on it.
Holograph on the bishop.
Pleasure.
I'm on it.
Sounds like a decent night out, Sundog says.
Ishtar Marizan Levolo.
Canyanso Dialobi.
Staring at the lure.
With pleasure. Muchos encantados.
I need something to shoot. I need ammunition.
Wow, knocked both of them out.
I'm on it.
That one's insane. Attacking its friend. Paralyzed him.
I'm on it.
Okay.
With pleasure.
Let's go ahead and
I'm
run
on it.
forward. Babbles and phones.
Canyanso Dialobi.
Sweet. Okay. Tiny base camp, here we come. We could pick up Sparkle again if we really wanted to. Not sure we do.
What you got?
Trang Arm, where are you?
Yuck! You keep it. No. I'm proud of you, though. Well, Recon's reporting. Oh,
Moody really
you
likes
also have
the
a credit at the
Impani.
commissary.
40,000.
Okay, pups.
Farewell.
Should have actually got Sparkle in my party before I did that.
Guys,
Yeah, I remember you.
me? This is all very...
Okay, Sparkle. We'll give you another chance. Let's see here. There's your Omnigun. Really don't have much to give you weapon-wise. I guess we'll give you that. You can shoot these throwing knives until we... You're not even qualified to shoot those. Okay. Well, we're going to pick up some ammo, so... Now, did you mess up my order? Let's do that.
With pleasure.
Yeah, welcome back, Sparkle. She's probably really low level. Yeah, level 10. She's way behind.
Back so. Oh. I don't want.
Shadow Cloak. Oh, Gadgeteers can use that. Okay. There you go. Armor class boost. Now we also have this ring. Sparkle, you can take that. The Devil Dust, Vidamina could actually use. Oh, she's not going to want to get rid of that. Let's get rid of the duct tape. I'm not using that. Okay, what else? Keep that, keep that. Okay. Now, do you have impaling stones for us? Let me consolidate some of these. He may be running out of space. Rushinaka says, is there a way to focus experience onto one player by some means? Moving party members. If a party member is dead, that's one way. So they can be in your party roster, but if they're dead, they won't get any. But yes, the recruitable player characters, you can get rid of all of them. Except there's two toward the end of the game that you can get that won't leave your party. Which are a pain in the butt. You don't have to take those, but if you bring them into your party, you can't dismiss them. So if you let someone die, that's probably the easiest way, and then you can bring them back later, raise them from the dead.
Don't let the door.
We're gonna have to rest here a while and get a bunch of impaling stones.
Back so.
We have 11,000. Ooh, poison darts too. Definitely buying those. Okay. Bullet stones. He just does not want to sell impaling stones. Book of Rocks, Whipping Rocks. That's a pretty darn good spell. It's so expensive. I guess I can buy a bunch of musket balls. They weigh 0.2. Let me see what spike stones weigh. 0.5. Yeah, these are a lot heavier. They're so much better though. Okay, let's get a bunch of these. Since he's not selling spike, or I mean impaling. Okay, you're still doing that. Switch you to poison darts. We still need to get some more though. Sparkle. All right. Nice, nice, nice. That should last us a little while. Where are my fear bolts? I thought I had more. I guess not. Oh, they're there. Okay. So now, do I have enough to get that book?
Don't let the.
Toodaloo.
Fantastico.
Fantastical. Let's look at the journal. Report to Sergeant Rubble inside. Okay. We'll go ahead and do that. Do that quest. And actually, there is a book that I would really like to get. We could kill the Hogar. Never mind. We'll kill the Hogar outside of Impani base camp if I can remember. In fact, let's go do that now. Because he has a book I want. That Hogar is going to be a scary fight, but I think we'll be okay. No enemies? Yes, there are enemies. Ooh! This is going to be an interesting fight. 2 sorceresses and an elemental already. Okay. Element shield for sure.
With pleasure.
Like to cast power 7, I just don't... I don't trust that I'll be able to do it. I mean, I could even fizzle this. It's showing yellow. Do power 6. Let's get a holograph projector on the bishop.
With pleasure.
Bless. We'll try power 4.
All right.
This will be an interesting fight. Sorcerers cast element shield 7. Oh. Are they over here? There must be some over here that we can't see. Okay, let's see if we get our element shield. Nice. Oh no, that was Guardian Angel. It was not Element Shield. So we even failed Power 6. Okay, Bishy. You're getting renamed. Failure. Try it again. Now it's orange. Okay, we'll do Power 5. Obviously, he's not good enough. Let's protect
With
self. Why you try bless again?
I'm on it.
If you say so.
I wonder where this elemental is. Sorceress cast Body of Stone 7. Yikes. Time to rename someone to Sir Missalot? Yeah. Okay, since they are moving that way, there has to be some Impani over here. Hey, Hot Toddies, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Nickname him Fizz for Fizzle. Fizzizzle. We could call him the Fizzizzle. They fizzle all the time, then flat soda or flat pop. Okay, there we go. Let's see what that results in. We don't quite have 100% on everything, but we got pretty good. It's pretty good. That's gonna last 9 turns. I'm gonna preemptively get some mana back before we have to start dealing with these. Let's do one more projector. Let's do it on this guy.
With pleasure.
I'm on it.
Honey Private and Sergeants get webbed. Man, these sorcerers is a higher level. Ooh, elemental punches for 103 damage. Okay, what do we got? Yeah. I kind of want to try to bring these guys in, but they're so far. I'm afraid combat will end, so I'm not going to quite do that yet. Well, I'm hardly ever going to hit from this far away. Ah, we did. We just hit it and poisoned it. Perfect. Okay. So she has Element Shield. She did not cast Magic Screen. So we're going to do a Sonic Blast on her. I don't want to backfire this. Oh, she's out of range. Okay. Okay, well, we're not doing that then. Let's do a Fireball. I have no idea where they're at.
With pleasure.
Makes it sound like they're pretty close. I wonder if they're actually inside the base walls. It's very peculiar. The Sonic Blast should have been able to target them. So we're only hitting the weeds. there, Emerald One. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? You a Wizardry 8 fan? Nice. Okay.
Well done.
So we ended combat. Now, the question is, can we reach whoever that is?
We
We don't know where they're at. So what we need to do is play it safe. Look around the corner. Okay, there's the elemental. So where are the sorceresses? There they are. Enchanted blade. See if I can get outside of range here. Still showing a red one there. He's seeing me through the wall. He shouldn't be. Okay. It's interesting. This elemental is actually a permanent enemy, because normally you get an elemental when you summon. So that's really interesting.
with pleasure.
With pleasure.
I'm on it.
Let's try our element shield again here. Body of stone. You're doing well. Glad to hear it. You're curious, really never really played much like it. Ah, gotcha.
Kill me, will it?
Well, I hope you enjoy watching it. It's really fun. Bizzle. Dang it. He's definitely failure. I'm glad I renamed him. Moving toward the sorceress. So this one's gonna run off, and he'll die of poison in a few rounds. Unless we kill him before then. Okay, try it again.
With pleasure.
Let's see. I do want to get some stamina back.
I'm on it.
He's conscious. Element shield on the sorceress. Wow, just webbed all those Impani. They are as good as dead. Elemental's gonna slam one. There we go.
Much better.
Toddy says, don't have any of the strong gadgets yet. I take it no. Definitely not. You don't get those until quite a bit later. Yeah, none of the good gadgets are in very accessible places. Okay. Now let's see if these are within range. Nope, just the rakeweeds. Okay. Then we will go ahead and throw noxious fumes way out here.
With pleasure.
Kill these dumb plants. We'll see what kind of treasure the Impani are dropping as they're getting killed. combat ended again.
You guys are...
It's really kind of getting annoying because
With pleasure.
They were ready for battle.
okay, we got this guy next to us now. Kill him right away. Do our element shield again.
With pleasure.
I'm on it.
Failure finally cast it
That was written in the stars.
successfully. Ooh, nice. Shot the sorceress in the foot. 33 damage. Blade says, random question, what programming languages do you do? Typically I just do, in my profession, I do Java, JavaScript, C#, VB.NET, TypeScript, React, and then, you know, things like HTML and SQL, that kind of stuff. Okay, let's do a Sonic Blast on the Sorceress. Ooh, I can hit the Elemental. If we could turn him insane, that would be pretty good, actually. Let's do a straight Insanity on him.
With pleasure.
Let's see if we can pull that
With
off.
pleasure. If you say so.
Moody says, impressive list, and Use Your Mind says, Java. I don't know why people hate it so much, LOL, but I find it fine. Yeah, I know a lot more languages than that too, but I don't actively use them, like C, C++. Assembly, I definitely never use in my career. But yeah, I don't know. It depends on who you ask. People get pretty passionate about languages and stuff for some reason. I mean, when you work with a whole bunch of them, you kind of get past that because you're forced to. I do have my favorites. I think Java and C# language-wise, like just from a language perspective, are, in my opinion, kind of the best as far as the robustness of the language, but it doesn't mean I won't use other things too. So.
With pleasure.
Alright, let's see if we can drive that
With pleasure.
Elemental insane. If he goes insane for a few rounds, he could potentially go toward those sorceresses and pummel them. Ooh, he's coming toward us. Oh, he has Body of Stone on him. And Enchanted Blade. He's only level 5 though, so Insanity should work on this guy. Yep. Nice. Bladefire says, ironically, we are a Java house. I find it not that great. .NET Core is excellent these days. Yeah, people switch back and forth between technologies. You'll find that throughout your career. There's a lot of hype with things, and then they'll fall out of favor, and something else will be, will come up. It's just how it goes. But Java's had a ton of longevity.
With pleasure.
I started working with Java when it came out, like around 95. And I've worked with C, C++ since probably late 80s, early 90s, for sure with C++. Basic, I started with GW Basic, it was called, in the 80s. Like, really, I would have been 85, 86, something like that. Okay, let's see. Are they in range yet for Sonic Blast? No, they're still out of range. Wow. Well, let's summon our own elemental. He can kind of run over there and pummel them a bit. I am 45, Bladefire. Rishinaka says, once upon a time I wrote C, then migrated to VB 4, 5, and 6. Then, I don't know what that is, it blacked it out. And C++ and C Sharp, mostly of the above for business reasons. And, hey Element, welcome, how you doing? Where does Python rank in there? I don't actually have much experience at all with Python, so I can't comment on it. And Moody says, just curious, what was your first computer? It was called a Leading Edge. It was a PC clone, and it was called Leading Edge. That was a brand, and it was it was a 8088. Yeah, it was an 8088 CPU. So that probably would have been 84, 85, something like that. I don't know. Okay, let's get a bless going. How many turns do we have left on this? 6. Okay, we're good with that. You can use a lightning rod. I'm doing great, Element. How about you? Ooh. Not sure how he reached from there. Current range extended. They can punch from extended range. Bladefire says, I am so surprised at how many up-and-coming companies use it. In terms of good structure, I rate it low. In terms of high access time. Yeah, in general, scripting type languages that don't have strong typing and strong exception handling like Java are hard to maintain long term. Just in general, that's not always the case. You can write terrible code in anything, but in general, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, scripting languages are just they kind of become a maintenance nightmare for big systems. You can do lots of little things with them really well, but if you're trying to make a giant system out of those, you're gonna really struggle later. Gonna be a mess. And it's security mess too. But if you're just doing something like a game or something that's not like little utilities or smaller systems or apps, scripting languages can be fine. It's more about architecture, really, to be honest. If you architect things really well, do lots of planning, and make it really flexible.
With pleasure.
In my opinion, architecture will save your butt
All right.
in many layers, because you can always switch things around easily. If you have a poor architecture, it's really hard to refactor things. You're doing great, Element. Glad to hear it. You're grinding some runes in Elden Ring. Game is so hard. Oh, runes, not rings. Runes. So what does that mean? Like, are runes like a consumable that you use that does something, or is it like a permanent thing? Hey, Greg, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Greg says, ooh, does this mean a safe space for me to complain about Python? Yeah, anybody can complain about anything they want. I don't judge people. Just don't be mean to people directly. Okay. So those sorceresses are still out there. I'm still trying to kill them.
Yes.
Let's see if I can finally get within range here. The elemental's gone at least. And let's cure Sparkle. She's poisoned. Why can she not use anything? Let's see. Give you some healing. Renewal. There we go. Cure poison.
Affirmative. Hey guys, I don't feel sick anymore.
Moody says my first computer was a Timex Sinclair 1000, second edition of a Commodore 64. Ah, I see. Well, I mean, I had a Texas Instruments, so I was answering just before my PC. I was answering just about the PC. Did sorcerers go over here, or did they despawn?
All right.
They either despawned or they're hiding.
Affirmative.
Ah, there they are. What in the world are they doing way over here? Ha! Let me see if I can zap them with Sonic Blast. Gotta be careful here.
With pleasure. With pleasure.
Let's
With
get them targeted,
with pleasure.
and then we're going to actually start combat again.
With pleasure.
Get him, boys.
There we go. Now we can do it again.
With pleasure.
Nice. We did some good damage to him right there. 2 hits before combat started.
With pleasure.
Okay, let's get a holograph projector
With
on
pleasure.
you. Less.
I'm on it.
They're doing their bodies of stones again. Ah, thank you so much, Grunk, for subscribing again with Amazon Prime. 9 months you've been supporting. Thank you so much. Moody, your second computer was a Commodore. Oh, your second computer was a Commodore 64. I see. Yeah, I never had a Commodore, unfortunately.
With pleasure.
Let's see if we can hit these from here. Sorceress is punching. Out of all the things they decide to do, they decide to punch. That's really weird. Wow, combat ended again.
With pleasure.
We can do Sonic Blast again.
With pleasure.
Let's make sure we got the right ones targeted.
With
You don't want to hit friendlies with that. Nice.
with pleasure.
Just kill him with that around the corner. I don't think I need to do element shield.
Muchos incontados. With pleasure.
Hey there, Strawberry. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Have you heard of the Portopia serial murder case? No, I have not. That was a popular home computer game in the 80s. It was like their Doom, defined in visual novel genre. No, I've never heard of that.
With pleasure.
Interesting. Hey, Sazdam, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Let's see here.
With pleasure.
There's one
With
left.
pleasure. Muchos
We're doing little bits of damage to him. Around the corner.
Muchos incontados. With pleasure.
They've got a port. There, we got her. Got a port to the Famicom. It was translated to English, and there are a few walkthroughs online. Translation was done by fans. Interesting. Nope, I have not heard of that. Okay, so the sorceresses did not drop any items, but the Umpani dropped a lot. Let's see what we find. Spike stones, icicle sticks. Wrist rocket, wow, that's actually really good. Bassinet and Kamau, we can't use that. Book of Traps. I already have that, unfortunately, but sell it.
Yes?
Okay. I fired a lot of ammo there. Okay, these can be used by Gadgeteers, so let's do that. Alright, we'll rest, recharge our mana stones, and then head out and kill the Hogar. Get that Book of Return that's in there.
Back so. Cheat.
Oh, he won't buy mana stones, dang it. Okay. Let's see what else. Chameleon's 3,800. I don't want to spend my money on that. Get this magic nectar.
Don't let the.
Farewell!
Can get this. You can get that. That. Buy. Get heavy stamina.
Thanks.
Okay, let's give you one of these. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this Hogar fight's not going to be trivial. I think we'll be fine because we have a lot of conditions we can put on enemies. Like blinding and stuff. I don't remember if he's level 12 or 14. I think he's something like that. I think it's a battering Hogar. It's extremely dangerous. But if we can blind him, then we'll have it made. Let's get light, missile, armor plate, magic screen, and ability. And then we'll use one charge of this.
With pleasure.
Coming for you, Mr. Hogar.
I'm on it.
Okay, coast is clear. Love the new name for the bishop, yeah. Thanks, I had to name him Failure. He's just Seems like every playthrough I have at least one character that's a failure for a long time. He's actually been very, very good, but kept failing his spells. Okay, so let's first get a little bit of stamina back. Gonna drag him out with a Sonic Blast.
With pleasure.
I'm on it.
We're gonna get a holograph projector on someone
pleasure.
that's in the front. So one of those three. We need an element shield to protect us from
With
knockouts.
pleasure.
We fizzled Bless. Let's get that going again.
I'm on it.
And everyone else is
With
just gonna
pleasure.
attack. He's level 10, okay. There's a chance he can just insta-kill one of my party members in one round. We'll see how this goes. Nice. We had 3 no penetrations.
With pleasure.
My failure is being a failure, as usual. Do this. You're gonna shoot. Get fear on it.
I'm on it.
Unaffected. Look at that. 36 damage with one hit.
With pleasure.
I'm on it.
Okay, we're gonna throw a lure out here. Right there.
With pleasure.
A la Cadori.
40 damage. Who was that? H2O. We need to get that back.
With pleasure.
We're gonna need to get some stamina back too. Let's get haste first. Now we're gonna switch our weapons to using our guns. It's shield. Couple shield blockages. Okay. So you switch to range. Oh, you're out. Okay. What else can we do to him? Try to nauseate him.
With pleasure.
His air is 70. Nice. Knock that. He's done. Now you can switch to melee again. Okay.
Can we take it? Can we take it? There's nothing here.
That's worth a lot of money too. This Banshee Howl. More fire sticks. Nice. So this is what I wanted. This book.
Chi.
Book of Return. So now we just have to get the set portal side of that, and then we can finally set our own portals. Hi there, Moody Rocks Dragon. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Ogar is getting pummeled. Yeah. Poor guy got pummeled. He could have very easily wiped the character in one round, though. You had to step away? Oh, no problem, Element. I'm not sure what you asked me, Element. I did reply if you asked me something. That was a long time ago. So I'm not sure what you asked. Oh, is Python no good? Bought a book to learn. I was telling you that don't have much experience with Python, so I can't comment on it. And then I just said, in general, scripting languages, in my opinion, are not as good for large systems. If you're making a really big system, it's hard to do it well so that it can be secure and not be a maintenance nightmare later on. But architecture, really good architecture is the most important thing for that. Scripting languages just makes it harder to have really good architecture. That's just my opinion. But as far as Python itself, I don't really have enough experience to comment on it. Okay, let's see. Do I want to go see Bella? We can't use Dread Spears. She does have Tinker Carry-All things,
Yes?
but I don't think I really have enough money to buy something like that. No, I definitely don't. So yeah, no point. We'll go back to Arnica. Or wait, no, we were gonna go back and do the Umpani quest in the dungeon.
Creature crept toward them.
You're doing well, Moody Rocks. Glad to hear that.
This is the IUF big.
UX version.
Yeah, I mean, I would encourage anybody to learn any programming language.
Verifying.
I've worked with probably about 15 to 20 over the years.
Please present
And every time you learn a new one and actually use it and know it pretty well, then that knowledge spans across all of them, and you start seeing common threads, and it makes it just so much easier to program in anything when you do that. So there's definitely nothing wrong with ever learning a new language. And when you use it and like practice on things,
Can we take it?
you learn advantages and disadvantages to them all. So highly recommend learning anything like that. Even if you don't end up using it, it's still very beneficial to learn. Okay. You know what? Let me go do this hidden room real quick. We probably won't get anything out of it, but it's worth a try. There's a secret room in here. River says, HTML #1 programming language. I will fight someone over this, but only so long as you write it in Notepad. Okay. Yeah, and there is a difference between a language and a development environment and a platform. There's lots of things. Like XML is a language, but you can't really do anything. It's just like a data description type thing. So same with HTML, you know, it's not like you're gonna be able to do a ton of stuff with it, but it has its purpose.
With pleasure.
Pestilent
Two
rats.
of these things. This dust-up will be dead easy.
I think they want a sonic blast.
With pleasure.
I'm on it.
Okay.
I sense a
Rushinaka
little
says
being.
each language is an abstraction of a system of expressions, grammar if you call it. So once you develop a certain level of proficiency with the expressions possible in most software, all flavors same more or less. Yep, that's true. Then it just gets, and again, there's language versus like principles and functions of a language. It gets complicated, but yeah, the more you learn, the more you realize, like Rushinaka said, they're all kind of the same.
With pleasure.
With pleasure.
Nice, combat ended, so we can throw a fireball at this guy around the corner.
With pleasure.
River says, when I was in high school, that's what they made us do, right? HTML without Java, CSS, etc., and do it only in Notepad. To this day, I don't quite understand why.
Can we take it? Can we take it?
Well, some teachers have certain methodologies, you know, principles, like they want you to do things the hard way first. It's just difference in style on how to teach. Others just want to teach the practical stuff, you know, things you'd really use. So everybody does things differently. Everybody learns differently too, you know. Some people have to learn by doing things, and others can learn just by listening or reading or, you know, whatever. All right, what did we end up getting? Well, this is worth a lot of money, so that alone was worth it. Yeah, we got probably at least 5,000 gold out of this. Nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and rest.
Chi.
Okay, let's get right to. There we go. River says it's like being forced to write a term paper for English class in Notepad, even though Word exists. Yeah. Like I said, everybody's different with how they teach and how they learn, and I try not to knock people's styles. It's good and bad and everything. That's the way to look at it. That's my opinion. There's advantages and disadvantages with everything. Some things have more advantages than others. But as long as you learn something, even if it's just one little thing, then it's worth it, in my opinion. Bladefire says, got to learn what a string or an int is. Somehow, right? Yeah, some people like to teach a class that makes you do memory management first, like C or C++, where you have to know how to allocate memory and deal with it. I don't think anybody, I don't know of any teachers that teach assembly first, but I know some that want to teach a higher level language like C or C++ first. And then others want to start with something like Java or C#, where you don't have to worry about memory management. So everybody's different. Okay, looks like the coast is clear. That's a good thing. I've been party wiped here before by those ensnaring spiders. I have a post-traumatic stress syndrome from those.
With pleasure.
Nothing there, okay. River says, wasn't Roller Coaster Tycoon made 100% assembly? That I don't know. I know Bard's Tale 1 and 2 was 100% assembly.
Access fair.
And Realms of Antiquity, which I play occasionally, that's assembly on the TI-99. Rishnaka says, a friend of mine does teacher assistant work for a professor who adamantly insists the CS201 class learn assembly on the Raspberry Pi chipset in order to pass the 301, etc. Yep, there's definitely professors that have those opinions. Assembly is essentially programming in ones and zeros, correct? It's just one step above logic gates themselves. No, that's machine code you're thinking of. Assembly is a language. It's assembly. It's language instructions that match the processor exactly, like loading registers, jumps, pushes, those types of things. But it's not pretty. And depending on the CPU that you're programming for, it can be very complicated. Okay, we don't want any of that. I am going to go ahead and open the door to the Hump-A-Whammer. Let's go do that real quick. River has asked the benefit of efficiency. That's one benefit, yes. You can typically keep the code smaller and faster. But it also gives you more power and control, where you can do something exactly the way you want to do it. But then you're stuck to that CPU pretty much. One of the trade-offs. But like for weak processors, like you know, in the TI-99, like Adam created for Realms of Antiquity, he had to use assembly to do it. If you would try to use some other language, you wouldn't be able to get everything to fit on there.
Can we take it? Can we take it?
Okay, let's open this door. So we have a little shortcut. Rishnaka says, if you have enough macros set up in assembly, it can be just as easy as Python or C# or Java, but you still have to know what you're doing. Yeah, and you can make libraries in assembly. I mean, that's the real key to software development, is having libraries and reusable modular code. Because then if you program that once in assembly, you just reuse that. You know, just pull it in. You don't have to do it again. Get it bulletproofed. like I said, architecture is in my opinion, the number one thing to focus on. Okay, let's see. I want to go this way. I don't know if these lockers are worth it. I guess we'll do it. Why not? River says conversations like this is why I always join Forte streams. Learn more here than probably anywhere else on Twitch. Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, it's a great place to converse, and people are very polite. And it ends up with smaller file sizes as well. Yes, absolutely.
Mind the trap.
Okay.
Yes. Here.
Yeah, one of the big disadvantages with assembly though is you have to really get to know that hardware and spend a lot of time learning that. And then again, that's just for that one processor. There may be similar processors, but it's still the same deal. And you could have spent your time learning some languages that allow you to do not necessarily tasks that are super complicated,
Mind the
you know,
trap.
but things that are more useful in real life. Like you could do something in Python that would be more useful potentially and be able to, you know, do a lot more and learn more things. So it all depends on where you want to spend your time.
Chi.
And I'm glad there's people that want to learn
Here.
assembly and use it like that, because I don't want to spend a bunch of time doing that. It takes a big dedication. I don't have enough time to do that. Okay, let's see.
Trapped.
Try and knock on this one. A little faster. Knock is kind of weak in Wizardry 8.
Mind the trap.
It fails a lot. At least on expert.
Splendid.
Okay.
Careful. There's a trap here.
Yeah, this was not really worth it. I don't think there's anything else. Let me look.
Can we take it?
What is it? Pick me up. No, it's not bad. There is an awesome fountain here that you can heal yourself of almost any condition. You only get 2 uses, so I'm not going to use it yet. Okay. Just looked up. Chris Sawyer wrote RCT in assembly because otherwise there would not have been a large enough market of computers that would have been able to run it to justify the expense of making it. What other questions can we ask DF about programming? Well, I'm an old fogey, so you could ask whatever you want. If I don't know the answer, I'll tell you. Okay, here we go.
Warning.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the name. I knew you meant that roller coaster thing, but I didn't know the actual name of it. Such a good game. I've never played it. It looked cool. Like it's a roller coaster like building, right? Where you build them.
Opening gunner.
I play a lot of Anno with my wife, like Anno 1800. I think we've played like 5 or 6 of them over the years. That's a city building, and it takes place in different time periods. Those are fun. And then Stronghold. I don't know if you guys have seen my streaming of Stronghold. I actually have a review of that. The SSI Stronghold, the D&D, that's a city building strategy game. That's a lot of fun too. RPG elements.
Oh, come on. Wow. These babies will take out most anything a good... Now be...
Okay, we're not going to kill those. Let's just go do the quest. Things in Your Mind says, I've learned some assembly because I wanted to build my own script editor for old game engines. Mostly for Resident Evil. I'm guessing that's RE, Resident Evil.
Easy, girls. You come back.
Krishnaka says, in practical sense, you were counting your bytes in memory and the alignment of values stored therein up until 2002 or 3 due to so many systems just not having that much memory to use. Yeah. That's where Java kind of had got a bad rap in the beginning because it was one of the first languages that included garbage collection. It ran bytecode, so it was really slow. But you know, over time those things change and it doesn't really matter anymore. They made lots of improvements to it, like just-in-time compiling it's called, and compiling the native code, all kinds of things.
Get 'em, guys.
But
With pleasure.
there's a lot of interesting programming history things based on limitations in the past. And things then fall out of favor. Let's see if we get our elements to it. Okay, now we can run forward. River says the first 2 games I highly recommend. The rest of them, as far as I know, Sawyer wasn't directly involved in. He refused to allow a free build mode and went so far as to break trainers that offered it in patches. Oh, RE, you meant reverse engineering.
If you say so.
I thought you meant, when you said for game engines, I thought you meant for the Resident Evil game engine.
Oh, much better. If you say so.
And so he recovered.
Yeah, back in the 80s, we did a lot of hacking of game files with what's called disassembly. You can take a COM file or an exe back then and disassemble it into its assembly language instructions and then you know, hack the game. Like remove copy protection and stuff. They called that cracking back then. It would break maps that used trainers to achieve a free build mode.
Well, thank goodness that's behind me. Hey guys!
Okay, one boss down. Including memory checks on things that would not normally be allowed in the game. That's funny. Yeah, you know, believe it or not, Wizardry 5 did a similar concept. Not at all the same technology, but they did a similar concept where they put bad sectors purposely on the boot disk So if you would copy the boot disk, the game looked for those sectors, and if they weren't bad, then it wouldn't run. So that was kind of a sneaky copy protection thing. The problem with it was then you couldn't run your own copies. So you were stuck with, you know, forever running off the real original diskette. Thanks, Moody. There's been lots of clever ideas over the years to try to deal with things.
Nothing here. Get him, boys!
Death Sting, okay. I have my missile shield on. Summon an elemental to run up there. A little less.
I'm on it.
Whoever says, I think PlayStation 1 used that as one part of their copy protection as well.
With pleasure.
Poison reduction. It's not cure poison, it just reduces it. River says, I can get copy protection, but purposely breaking people's parks because they wanted to build a park without worrying about the managerial side of it seems unnecessarily spiteful. Yeah, they were losing so much money back in the 80s. That's why they went to those lengths. They really did lose a ton of money. People were just pirating left and right. It didn't really prevent, it definitely didn't prevent all of it, but it slowed it down. They probably, I don't know what the number would be, but I know they got at least some more money because of copy protection. I don't know how much.
Better look this way.
With pleasure.
Okay.
I'm on it.
We don't want to get swallowed by this guy.
All right. With pleasure.
How dare you have fun in a way which I didn't intend. Yeah, that is pretty funny.
Encontrados. With pleasure.
That chomping sound is so funny. Okay. Next should be the golem. There he is, the flint golem with glowing eyes.
With pleasure.
All right. With pleasure.
Rich Naka says there was an amusing time in the 80s when you could prove to the boss that the hardware dongle on the parallel serial port, which the software used to authenticate, was the cause of said software bugs after you paid $10,000 for the license. Yeah. Yeah, what Rich Naka's talking about is before USB and all that, you know, we had different types of ports, and similar to a USB concept-wise. And you would just plug in a special piece of hardware that would, the software would work with to prove that you had the ability to run or use it or whatever. So if that port went bad or you lost the dongle, you can software would run. Yep. He's blinded. He's gonna run.
With pleasure.
With pleasure.
What? He didn't run? That is the first time. Did it wear off? No, it didn't wear off. That is the first time ever that I saw an enemy not run when it got blinded. I have never seen that before. Like, they won't run if they're cornered and stuck, where they can't move, but this guy can move and he did not run. I tell you, every time I play this game I learn something new, and something new happens. It's weird. That's crazy.
With pleasure.
That little earth elemental punched for 107 damage because he was blind. Wow. Element says Fiery did this a lot too with dongles. That's the kind of thing that still exists on rare occasion, River says. Yep. Yeah. Okay, last boss. Let's go ahead and get our spell points back. Armor plates. Oh, really? Failure, living up to his reputation. Let's kill this last boss. And then I'll probably be done tonight. Let's see here. Let's go south.
Okay.
There he is. He's angry. We want to pull him toward us. There we go. Okay, let's get our bless.
I'm on it.
Holograph.
With pleasure. Come on, let's get them.
Element shield.
With pleasure.
With pleasure.
With pleasure.
Okay, let's switch to our shooting. So he's level 18. Really high resistances. You were playing Pong with your little brother, huh? Sorry, man, anonymous. Pong? Really? On which platform? His resistance is so high. Be better off buffing here, but I don't think I have anything. It's just some elemental.
With pleasure.
Little bitty earth elemental. Earth pong. Oh, the arcade pong? Okay. Yeah, that's true, Ruben. Looking up words on a certain page, absolutely. Wow, we managed to knock him out, really. That's crazy. Switch back to melee then. Haste.
Muchos incontados.
Okay, he's not unconscious anymore, so now we'll go back.
I measure our progress in bodies.
Alrighty, that was the last boss. Sweet. Get our reward here. Thank you, Moody. Okay.
Good job, soldiers.
$50,000. Ooh, there we go. Failure. Level 13. This is an important level because we unlock Power Cast and Iron Will. Now we can start working on his speed. Let's see. What spell do I want to get now? Man, we got so many great choices. I really need to get Soul Shield, to be honest. I'd love to get Freeze All or Dehydrate, Purify Air, Hex, Sane Mind, but I think I need Soul Shield. Heal All too would be amazing. Dang. I gotta do Soul Shield. We're gonna be in trouble later if I don't. Let's see. Water, Divinity, Alchemy. Okay. Rishinaka says, for me, the string lookups for protection scheme was always the most secure. The ways you can manipulate strings in memory generally make it quite challenging, if not impossible, to crack. Yeah. Unless you inject where you bypass that. So that code doesn't even run. But you're right, that's tricky. Alright guys, let me save it there. Thanks for watching. I am gonna see if anybody's can be rated here in case someone's interested in that. Let me take a look here. Raid. Anybody available? We'll send you over to Feasel. It looks like he's playing Doom. So we'll see you next time.